Welcome, Scorpio. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your new moon in Leo reading. The new moon is occurring late this evening in much of or throughout the world today, but on the west coast of the U.S., we'll be experiencing the new moon, the sun and the moon joined in Leo, in the early morning of Wednesday, the 16th. So this new moon is in working very closely to the Venus retrograde energy, which is supporting us to make gently, creatively, sensitively, kindly, smooth changes. The changes we understand we now must make, want to make in order to improve our lives and our worlds. So let's look at your overall energy, Scorpio. Welcome to all of you, whether you have Scorpio placements or not. And you have the Seven of Cups as your overall energy. Seven of Cups shows you emerging out of a time of a lot of deep healing. By that I mean to say taking responsibility for your actions and behaviors and consequences of the past, as well as in your present life. The result of your understanding patterns of behavior that have in many ways restricted you from moving towards the things that make you happy or encourage you to feel successful is a part of what the work that you have been doing that now allows you to recognize a variety of options that you have. You are looking at these options in some ways as a bit of overwhelm regarding things that now appear obvious to you and accessible that you may not have seen in the past, that many of them would appease your sense of pain, damage, sorrow, or loss that you've experienced by really taking ownership of the failures or disappointments you've endured. But a lot of these options are not beneficial. They're not all even for you, but they would provide, you believe, some instant gratification around the immediate sense of reaction to the sadness, the inability to forgive yourself for having made some mistakes or made choices that you now see were choices you made that limited you, that you were the biggest obstacle to your success, to your happiness. You are in many ways distracted by many of these old desirables. And so you are being cautioned not to allow the sense of overwhelming options distract you from the pursuit of your dreams. And this is a rather kind of complex situation that has arisen because you've been doing so much work, because you're able to see ways in which you sabotaged yourself, and you're now seriously looking at this additional ability that is emerging to, in fact, pursue your dreams by taking responsibility for achieving them. I hope that was helpful and clear. In the position of your sun, your conscious mind, we have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is in Leo. The moon is in Leo right now, along with the sun, which is a somewhat different energy than the Queen of Cups, who takes that sensitivity, that awareness, that understanding that has been gained from doing the work that you have been doing for a while. This is you not only being compassionate towards others who are similarly struggling, but this is about you being compassionate towards yourself, you being gentle towards yourself, you accepting the choices you made and release those by forgiving yourself and those involved. This release is encouraging not only a review of some very difficult and painful emotions and feelings that went along with the disappointments that you've survived. But it's also giving you the sense that you are unexpectedly experiencing this emergence of positive energies, of lightness, the acceptance and surrender allows you the ability to flush out and flow these emotions through your experience and your memory so that you are in fact beginning to experience a lightness, an acceptance, a love, a self-love. As you've reviewed, taken responsibility for these failures, you are now experiencing a lightness, an acceptance, a surrender to the possibilities that you are now opening up to your ability and your desire, your heart to love, to pursue the things that you love, to pursue your dreams and goals. In the position of the moon, which is also in Leo, is the Knight of Cups. Again, all this Cups energy is really about the healing process that you are going through. This is about doing the work to respond to the deep look that you've taken at your actions and behaviors that have limited you in the past. And as a result of the emergence of these positive feelings out of the exploration of some really painful ones, the suffering that you have endured under these misunderstandings of what you were choosing in the past, often against yourself or restricting you, limiting you, you're now opening up your heart to this new level of lightness, joy, imagination, creativity that is emerging again from the release of some negative experiences but owning the responsibility for those. What is emerging is your better angels, your ability to now recognize that you have the potential and the connection with your higher self all along. In the position of your present, we have the King of Swords, and this is a positive contrast to all of this emotional experience and expression you have been undergoing, all of these emotional realizations, the emotions being the way in which you verify your desires, you verify what is good for you, and pursuing responsibility for unhappy experiences. You've actually allowed your imagination, your heart, your openness to love and new experiences free. And this lightness is being appropriately countered by your ability to continue to search for the meaning in your truth, for the relevance of your truth to others, to the situations that you're pursuing, the goals you're pursuing. This is you structuring a rational approach to gaining the information you need to move forward. The King of Swords asks questions, is curious, challenges their own assumptions, and asks for information and then listens. That listening is critical in the sense that one is sorting through information in a non-judgmental way, but allowing you to gain greater understanding of the truth that is emerging of who you are and what your potential is. You can be in the position to negotiate something very important right now. Perhaps you're receiving messages or getting offers that you are considering by asking for more information, staying in contact, communicating with people, actively negotiating, finding out what the real options are in the short and long term, and collaborating with your offers or those that are interested in your talents or skills so that you can negotiate a contract, an agreement that reflects your needs. In the past, the Ace of Swords. And this is, in fact, the inspiration that you has been released as a result of this hard work you've done, taking ownership and responsibility for all of your experiences, particularly the difficult ones, the ones you feel that have blocked your ability to act on your own behalf, to pursue your dreams. This is you receiving, having received already this revelation of truth, this enlightenment, this inspiration from an unexpected quarter. And for my reading, you have gained this through your efforts as a result of this long healing process that you've been on. It may have rejuvenated a past idea or a project that you may have abandoned in the past, or you had difficulty sparking or getting going on. But this truth, this pursuit of something that is inspirational to you, some new information, some new way, new idea, new way of thinking or communicating, expressing something, is motivating your ability to negotiate with a clear goal in mind, a clear project or direction in mind. In the future, the Emperor. The Emperor is often credited with Aries, but this, for me, has Scorpio all over it. This is you being in complete and clear control of your own responses to your experiences. This is you no longer reacting as you may have done in the past to certain kinds of situations or in relationships. You have learned from your history, your vast history of realizing your goals, experience in a certain area of your life what you cannot control, although you are willing to take responsibility for the leadership and the development, the success of a project that you own. This is really controlling and bringing to success, strategizing your success from an idea, from a truth or a pursuit that you have long understood belongs to your fullest, most high potential of your abilities to be successful, to be seen, to be heard. And this project may have a lot to do with the way that you're expressing your ideas, your goals, your desires through language, through expression, through documentation, through taking notes, through creating a document or a curriculum or a training, a program. I'm going to clarify the King of Swords in your present with the Eight of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. What is affirming about the Eight of Pentacles is your commitment to developing yourself. You have perhaps understood that it is your self-development, your personal evolution that you're taking responsibility for, that is having the impact in your world, that is sparking, allowing you to bring forward this idea, to negotiate its structure and its forward movement, and to be able to strategize the way in which you are pursuing something that has deep meaning and significance to you. This is something that emerges from who your authentic self is. It gives voice to your creativity. It allows you to lead a team or an organization, a project that is an expression of your ideas. But your ability to understand that it is your personal development, your commitment and discipline, your hard work when it comes to polishing your craft, improving your skills, improving your understanding of your position in this situation, taking ownership, making sure that something is successful because now you know how to do that. And you do that by allowing yourself the full creative range that you may have squelched in the past because you may have been pursuing the dream or the idea of someone else. I'm also going to clarify the Emperor card here in your future with the Tower and the Star card. Wow. So your future, this is all preparation for your ability to respond strategically to unexpected events. And whenever I see the Tower, I understand that unexpected global or social events can impact not only us as individuals, but they're impacting all individuals, all people, in unique ways. You have, in many ways, prepared yourself to be able to recognize the truth, the information contained in this event that allows you to straighten out and renegotiate your contract, your commitment, your agreement to your leadership of this project, so that those social influences, the way we have and are changing how we work in our culture, what the expectations of our team members are, and what our expectation is. You are ready to receive that and adjust your leadership according to the needs of those you are working with, so that structurally you are not daunted by the change. In fact, you're actually inspired by the changes that are occurring, and they directly bear upon your vision of this particular project or goal. You're seeing others respond differently, perhaps, than they may have responded in the past when you were not in control of an object or a project, or when you were, along with others, working towards someone else's idea or vision. You have instead understood that the changes that are occurring in our lives at a very rapid pace can work towards your advantage, but you're also understanding that in order to move this project successfully forward, you must address the needs of belonging and participation of all its members. There must be buy-in. There must be a way that you can structure a collaboration out of what may have been traditionally a hierarchical structure in which you were the boss or you worked under a boss and people worked in descending order according to their tasks and responsibilities. That is banished for you. You are perceiving a workplace that is progressive, that allows each member to receive support to do their best job according to their needs. This is where all members are treated with equity and that all can follow and, as appropriate, lead whatever portions of this project they become expert at. And this is part of this vision of a community, a collective that works together and that all have an equal stake in the success of this project. I hope that this is resonating for you, Scorpio. I am going to pull a Divine Crystal Oracle and hope that you will like and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. And this card is calling to me. It is a malachite, and it's a different view of a malachite. Let's see, there we go. I'm just going to read a little bit of the card. When to use a malachite: when the concrete jungle has you disconnected from the earth beneath it. When you just got to have the money, the power, and all the glory, come at it with a heart-forward, sustainable energy, courtesy of malachite. And the mantra is, appropriately, claim your success. Thank you so much, Scorpio, for this reading. I appreciate your time. Until next time, namaste.